Hey guys, Infidel 1258. Today I'm going to get into a conversation between myself and Isaac. He's one of my time and attention brothers, and we are going to talk about SPS and what's coming next for it. How much do you need, and really, could you possibly have too much? There's going to be so many different options with what you'll be able to do with your SPS stake and even liquid SPS that I think this video is going to be important for you to understand so you can think through this investment in the coming months and weeks. So stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Have an amazing day. God bless. Woody575 said 1 million SPS would be insane to have. Dwayne, do you think they will cap the rewards you will get for the amount of the SPS you own? Example, if you have 1 million SPS, do you think they would give you 10x the rewards of somebody with 100,000 SPS? That's a great question, Woody. Thank you for that. They've actually answered this already. They said, I forget if it was Matt or Aggie, but he was like, they talked about how a long time ago, they talked about how what they'll do is you can stake SPS on someone. And the question was like, what if everybody just stakes their SPS on the best player because he's the best player? And the answer was they'll be depreciating. They'll be, what's that word? They'll be diminishing returns on those contributions. The pie is only so big, and the amount of investors in that account are going to take smaller and smaller slices of that pie. And so if that is the logic for delegations onto someone else's account, that would be the logic that would apply also to your own account, in the sense that the pie is only maximally so big. Well, no, I don't think it maximally is. That's not the right word. I think there's like, there's going to be, if you have 100,000, you're going to get great rewards. If you have 200,000, you're going to get better rewards, but I don't think double, and so on and so forth. It's going to, don't you think that'd be the way they do it, Isaac?
Yeah, think of it as shares, right? So, however much reward this person earns, there's going to be a percentage of it is paid out to the shareholders. So like if you put, if you have 100% of the staked SPS on this person, then that combined SPS of what you've staked and what they have determines how much reward they get. And then a percentage is paid out to the shareholders.
Yes.
So even if you put 1 million SPS on somebody, if it's from a bunch of different people, you're just getting such a small share that it has a diminishing returns, kind of like the liquidity pools.
Yeah.
Like the APR goes down the more people that are in it, so your payback is not as high.
So the trick is going to be to identify players that are talented that not everybody else recognizes as talented, and maybe that's you, like you stake on your own account, but that's just one of the ways that you can earn. I kind of said this earlier, but it's worth repeating because the question almost expresses like a lack of knowledge on this point, but I really want to hit home on this one. It's not just that you would stake, like I would get 1 million, and it's not like I would just stake 1 million on my own account and then get, a huge amount of rewards. First of all, I think I would get a significant amount of rewards, and that'd be great. Yeah. But I actually think that wouldn't be the play. It would be like, one, determine what is a large amount at that time, in a year or two, or whenever I have 1 million, determine what is a substantial amount of SPS to have staked on my own account and stake that amount. And then the balance of what I would have, I would almost certainly be putting into certain delegations. I'm certain there's going to be a marketplace where you'll go in and you'll pay a certain amount of SPS. Like it'll be trivial. It'll be like, I have 2 SPS and I want to borrow 100 SPS for a week. And I don't know what the formula will be. The free market will decide that stuff, but that sort of exchange already exists, and it will exist in this marketplace also. It's just not there yet because we haven't crossed that bridge, but definitely there'll be an appetite for players who don't have any SPS to quickly, through relatively little cost, acquire borrowed SPS. And that will happen through this delegation process. It'll be like, hey, if you delegate me 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, I'll give you X amount of liquid SPS that's yours to keep. And that would be where I would be looking to really see some more benefit. So yes, on my account, yes, on some certain key delegations that I might do, also on some sort of rental mechanism that I would expect to exist. I fully expect to exist. And lastly, looking at the future price appreciation, I don't even necessarily deeply care. I do care, but it's actually less important that I gain daily on this stuff, and actually far more impactful that if I buy SPS, if I get a million SPS and it's a penny or 5 cents or 10 cents, and it goes to $1 or $2, like in 5 or 10 years, which I fully believe is possible, that's where, holy cow, life change just happens. And so it's both, right? It's like, it's not just staking on myself though.
And I'm thinking about the tools and things we'll see developed, right? I'm waiting to see someone develop the tool that parses all the data of the players, right? And says, you know what, you could stake on these people who are the top 10 players in the game, but that's what everybody's doing. So going down through that list and trying to find, hey, here's this guy down here in gold that no one else is staking on, but he's got like a ridiculous 72% win rate, and he plays, every day, and like almost like I expect we will see analytics determined and almost rating players based on their investment potential of, if I stake on this person, how many people are staked on them? What's my possible return? Like that could be a really interesting way to get your name out there in this community. If you turn out to be this, golden nugget and finding those players who are, they're playing, they're winning. And if you stake on them, I think we'll see some interesting tools like that.
Yeah.
So that should kind of be a fun and something that may kind of spur the esports with Weirdbeard. That may be something I would talk with him about, is like, you could have this almost, these are the best investment players because they have the highest win rates. And then trying to find one that's not, over leveraged with other people. I mean,
Totally.
it could be interesting.